welcome back to MemilyMakes, or welcome if you're new here. I hope that you're all doing well and that you're having a really lovely week. My week has been exceptionally busy. It usually is busy, but this week exceptionally so. I manage a small team at work, and my little team has gotten a little bigger. So this month, alongside everything else that I have to do, I've also been preparing training notes and everything like that, and training my new member of staff. So it's been very hectic. We've had a few clients who have been a little bit more troublesome than normal this month, so everything's been jolted back, and yeah, it's been challenging. Let's put it that way, very challenging. So much so that I've actually had to do a bit extra work today. Today is Wednesday and today is my flexi day. Today is the day that I do everything else that I do outside of my job. I don't usually work for my job today, but I have done because I don't want tomorrow and Friday to be as stressful as the rest of the week. Anyway, that's been my week. So, I did find a new video game as well, which has been the best thing ever. It's just, it's amazing. If any of you play video games out there, and you play PC games, I highly recommend a game called 1 Hour, 1 Life. And it does what it says on the tin. You get 1 hour and you live. I mean, it doesn't sound exceptional, but the concept is you're born to another player. So everybody in the game is a player. So you'll have a mom in the game. And if you are born as a girl, that means that later on in your life, you're likely to have children as well who are also other players, and it's brilliant. It's so good. But the premise is it's a survival game, and you've got to help each other out. Depending on where you're born, all the places that I've been born in, they've been really built up settlements. Some of them have had less players online at one time, so a lot more is expected of you to contribute to the society and the general running of everything. But honestly, it's brilliant. I could go on for hours, but I've not had much time to play it, unfortunately, because, as I say, work. But if you do play video games and that sounds good to you, I highly recommend it. Let me know if you play it, because you can spawn in as twins, or I think quadruplets. I think it goes up to quadruplets, so let me know. But anyway, you're here for knitting and crafty goodness, so let's jump into that. I don't have any updates for you today. Nothing on the horizon really, other than next week I will be recording my February month end video, which will be coming out on my calendar's all the way over there, I do apologise. That will be coming out next Saturday, so not this Saturday, it will be next Saturday, providing everything gets recorded okay. It'll be fine. So that's the only update I can think of. Oh no, there is one more update. Yorkshire Yarn Fest is not this weekend, it's next weekend. So I will be there. I don't know which day. I do have a ticket for both days, but I'm just not 100% sure if I'm going to both days yet. But let me know if you're going to be there. Yeah, say hi. Please feel free. Yeah, I'm super excited because a lot of yarn dyers and designers are going to be there that I am very excited to hopefully meet and say hi to. Yeah, I'm very excited, really excited. And I will probably come away with something. So there will probably, do you know what? Words, I'm giving up. But I will most likely have some acquisitions for you from Yorkshire Yarn Fest. I'll try and get some footage as well. It's my first ever yarn festival. So yeah. But I've gone with Yorkshire Yarn Fest rather than Unravel and anything like that, just because family live up there and live local. And yeah, I've been told that I have to go to one. So why not go with my family? Perfect thing to do. So that's what's going to happen. But yes, those are updates. I don't have any finished objects for you. I had hoped I would, but I don't. And I'll explain that in a bit. I'm still only up to 1 finished object, so I couldn't cast anything on either. So a little spoiler, there's no cast-ons either. I'm doing well. I am actually behaving myself, which is pretty good. So straight into progress. I have my diamond lattice rug here for you. So let me first get it up. Oh my gosh, it's getting a bit more unmanageable now. So there's my marker just there from last week. And then if I bring this back, you can't really see the marker, can you? It's here, the marker. So I've done about this much. I tend to be doing about the same amount each week. So I'm not sure. I can't see my little thing. I think it's fitting in. Kind of. But yeah, I mean, it's getting there. I actually put it in situ the other day just to see how it would look. And yeah, very, very pleased with it. So sorry, this is the Diamond Lattice Rug by Lily Knits. It's a crochet project. And yeah, I absolutely adore it. Yeah, really happy with it. And I cannot wait, as I say it every time, I can't wait to get it finished because I tried it in situ the other day and it looked absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, even more hyped to get that done. So that is work in progress 1. So work in progress 2, I haven't done much on this, just because I've been trying to get other stuff done. But I've done a bit. So that's where I am. Hang on. I'm jumping ahead. Sorry, I'm just on all. I've had caffeine today. Sorry, I think caffeine just sends me absolutely loopy. So let's start from the start, shall we? This is my Anthology Throw. There it is. Well, that's the pattern. Anthology Throw by Helen Stewart. There you are. And this one is designed to work with 24 mini skeins. Leftovers, or it could just be done as one colour if you want, but I do really like the pattern. It's been really good fun. It's the kind of pattern that you can just switch off and knit, which I think is great. I love having a project like that on the go alongside all the complicated stuff as well, because then if you're not feeling the complicated, just pick up a simple one. It's great. So this is the progress. That's where I got to last week, and as you can see, really not a lot. I finished colour number, bear with me, I have written it down this time. I have finished colour number 12, which was last week's colour that I was working on, so the white sort of with the pink and the yellows and the black, variegated skein, and then I've started on my yellow. So I'm doing all right. Yeah, it's, as I say, it's really difficult to show you what it will be like, because obviously now I'm at that stage where I can't really open it out properly and it looks a bit, doesn't look the best, let's put it that way. It's going to look, maybe that works, kind of. Yeah, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? So this is the project that I'm using all of my hand-dyed yarns for. So every single hand-dyed yarn that I have dyed that's my usual colourways, I'm adding into this blanket just to do like a sample really. But as you can see, I don't know why I'm holding it all the way over there. As you can see, my yarns are a bit jazzy. So yeah, it's going to be a bit wild and wacky. But that is my Anthology Throw by Helen Stewart. So yeah, I've not been doing as much work on that as I usually do, just because when I go to bed after a really, really long and busy day, I just need to completely shut off, and I can't really knit and read my book at the same time. So it's either one or the other, and it's been leaning more towards my book because yeah, it's less concentration that way. Right, now onto the one that I find that I thought I was going to finish soon, but now I'm not so sure. But yeah, I'll explain. This is my Monsoon Season Cowl by Joanna Heriot. As you can see, absolutely stunning, stunning pattern. I really wanted to finish this for Yorkshire Yarn Fest, because I believe that Ishrat, the lady who has dyed the yarn, and Joanna Heriot of Twinset and Pearl, the designer, I believe they're both going to be there. So I would have loved to have finished this cowl and worn it and just say how much, you know, express to them how much I love their work, both in the yarn dyeing and in the designing. Absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, I will explain it in a moment. So that's where I got to last week, my gummy bear. And then if I hold that there, you can see, I think you can see that, yeah. I've actually done quite a bit, really. So yeah, so I have done quite a bit, but it's getting bigger. So every 2 rows, you're increasing stitches. Every so often you are decreasing as well, but on the whole, the amount of stitches are increasing, which is fine. There's no problem with that. But because I'm alternating between the 2 different yarns every single stitch, it is very time consuming to knit 1 round. So I am not holding out hope that I will finish this. I would like to think that I can finish it, but I think I need to put everything else down and focus on this, really, if I have any hope of finishing it, really. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, look at those colours. Absolutely stunning. And the yarn works so well. See if I can open it out a bit for you. There we go. So the yarn works so well. You've got the standard ribbing, so it is a knit 1 purl 1, but one of the rows, one of the knit stitches. Do you know what? Words today, honestly. The knit stitches there are with her merino silk base, and then the purl stitches are her Surrey alpaca. It's just beautiful. I absolutely adore it, but I just wasn't expecting it to be as labour intensive as it is. Yeah, but it is fun to knit. It's definitely fun to knit. I highly recommend it, and it looks beautiful. I cannot wait to block it either. I think that will settle all the stitches down quite nicely. I think it just looks beautiful, and I really want to try it on. It, as you can see, it's getting really long now. So, yeah. I hope I can get it finished. I just need to stop knitting on everything else, and then hopefully I can get it finished. But yeah, so that's my monsoon season cowl. I will get there. I will try. I will soldier on. Right, so I've just realised I'm covering up all my acquisitions. Spoiler, there's acquisitions. Hang in there. I will get there. Right, now, this project is on pause again. I have done some work on it, but since I last did some work, it has been on pause. Yeah, it's just one of those, isn't it? So, this is my For Fox's Sake sweater by Maxim Sear. This pattern, I want it so much, but as I keep saying, every time I bring it out, it's a love-hate. I don't like saying hate, it's a love and miserable, I guess. I don't know, it's just, the colour work is beautiful, but I am not so good with carrying long floats. I've said this a couple of times, I'm really not so good with carrying long floats, and there are a lot of long floats in this sweater. But that being said, it's going to be quite awkward to show you this actually, but there was my progress from last week. Yes, I know, still the gingerbread man. I might change it out this time, but then as you can see, my progress has gone I've done quite a bit of progress actually, probably about 1 inch and a bit. And then if I hold this the proper way round, I'm not going to be able to flatten it out properly. There we go. Just to make sure I don't knock my stitch stoppers off, but there you go. So we're actually getting there, aren't we? Flatten it a bit. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. So you can kind of see the foxes now. They're actually developing quite nicely. They've got the little eyes. Yeah, I really hoped I'd finish this as well for Yorkshire Yarn Fest, but as I say, this one is probably not likely to get finished either, because I've got it's alright, I always knit my hair into my... Does anybody else have that? Every single one of my projects has my hair in it, because I always tend to knit it into it by accident. I don't know if it's just me, but yes. So anyway, this is where I'm up to, and it's looking lovely. I really want to finish it though, but I can't. I mean, I can't be that far. Oh, the pattern's over there. I can't be that far off finishing it now. The colour work. Sorry, I don't know why I held that over there. I can't be far off finishing that now, can I? I should just push on, shouldn't I? Really? There you go. I don't know if you can actually see that. I'm not far off, am I really? But it's absolutely beautiful. It really is. It's such a quirky and lovely sweater. So yeah, I just need to soldier on. I just need to suck it up and do it, really. Because as soon as I've done the colour work, I'm going to be able to do the easy bit. So that'll be a nice easy knit after that, I say. Because obviously I've got to do the body and then I've got to do the arms. but this is the only colour work in the sweater. So once this colour work is done, then that's it. It's just knitting with the main body colour. However, this dark blue colour, this is all I have left. I'm not quite sure it's going to be enough. So I might be playing a bit of yarn chicken. I did dye this myself, but I didn't write down the recipe for it, and I can't actually remember which colour dye I used. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully I won't run out, but I'm not. Place your bets. Am I going to run out? I think I might. It's going to be touch and go, I think. But yeah, my For Fox's Sake sweater. We're getting there. The foxes have appeared. Wonderful. Oh, it's beautiful. But yes, I will get there. I don't know why I've just covered that up. That's very silly. There we go. Right, okay, so obviously I've not cast anything on. I am still one finished object in the bank, so I need to finish another object. So I've got 2 finished objects, and then I can cast something else on. But as it stands, I can't. And I've been very good, and I haven't. So yes, I'm rather pleased with myself. I have got 2 acquisitions for you today though, so I do have a little extra for you. Let me just check time. Oh, I'm doing all right considering my waffle at the start of the video. I'm doing all right time-wise. So I had I'll give you that bit after. I'll start with this one first. So one of the things that I did express, I can't remember when, everything's merging into one. I did express that I really want to brush up on my crochet skills this year. I've made a lot of items that aren't like shawls and a lot of amigurumi. Obviously I'm working on my rug, that's crochet. I'm working on a lot of Toft amigurumis. Yeah, I do a lot of crochet, but it's not necessarily garments. I have done one garment that I finished tying off the ends not so long ago. Fits, but it's not the best fit in the world. It's quite a lacy garment, so it's not necessarily fitted, if that makes sense. So one of my wishes for this year, one of my plans, that's probably a better thing, is to actually do some crochet garments, because I'm convinced my tension is completely off for crochet. I'm just convinced of it. I tried to do All About Ami's Rosewood cardigan, I think that's what it was called. I tried to do that probably about 3 years ago, and I had to frog it all back because my width was fine, but it was the height. It was so tight, and it was becoming a really dense fabric, and I was using so much yarn because I was having to use more yarn and extend the length of it. It was a whole mess. So I just ripped it all out and promised myself I would try again when I figured out what is wrong with my tension. I'm assuming that's the problem, but yes. And no, I don't swatch. I really should. I know this. I know I need to swatch, but yeah, I don't. I will start. How about that? I will start to swatch. That can be another one of my 2023 plans, start to swatch. But anyway, on the thread of wanting to get better at crochet garments, so to speak, I came across a book that I thought sounded really, really lovely. And there's a lot of crochet garment patterns in this book that just tick all boxes for me, really. And they're crochet. So without further ado, this is the book, Modern Crochet Sweaters by Janine Miska. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. Creator of Knit and Knots, I think it says there. Yep, there we go. So this book has, I think it's 20 designs for everyday wear. So obviously there's the sweater on the front, and very, very cute. And then if I show you the back, actually, you've got like this really lovely cape, lovely one sleeve top. You've got a lovely one with a beautiful knot at the back. There we go, that one. And then this one is a really, really sweet cardigan. Now, there is a pattern in here that I absolutely adore and I really, really want to make. So let me just quickly find it. But yeah, I saw this book. I think I was watching Tony Lipsy's YouTube channel. Again, highly recommend her. Please check her out. TL Yarn Crafts on YouTube. She's amazing. And this was one of the books that she recommended. And I've got to say, she knows what she's talking about. I mean, we know that anyway, but yeah. So this is one of the patterns. I'm going to try and show it to you without revealing the pattern. But I absolutely love this. It's a dress, well, like a t-shirt dress, oversized, absolutely beautiful. And yes, I think I'll be making that at some point. But there's just so many beautiful patterns in this book that I absolutely adore, and all crochet. So see if we can do this one. There we go. Oh, without showing the pattern. Another just stunning design, and again crochet. So yeah, I'm really excited to try some of the designs from this book. But that is acquisition number 1. Now, acquisition number 2 arrived this morning. I had the notification of dispatch last night and I assumed it wouldn't arrive until at least tomorrow, but it arrived today, so I've got it here to show you, which is super exciting. Now, this could be a spoiler, so just to let you know, I'm about to show Attic Spin Dye's Beatrix Potter Club instalment number 5, Mrs. Tiggywinkle. We all know what they're going to be based on, but we don't know what it's going to come out like. So I am about to show Mrs. Tiggywinkle yarn. If you haven't received yours yet and you don't want it spoiled, I would highly recommend skipping the video now or stopping the video now, and I will see you next week. If you are interested and you do want to see, then stay tuned. I am about to show you. So last warning, I'm about to show Mrs. Tiggywinkle Attic Spin Dye's subscription Beatrix Potter Club. That was the weirdest way to word that. I think I just switched all the words in all the wrong places, but never mind. So here we go. We get the lovely card showing us which instalment it is with a quote and a lovely little stitch marker. I think that's backwards, isn't it? A little wriggle. Let's see. There we go. So that is Mrs. Tiggywinkle, obviously a little hedgehog. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I do love those little stitch markers. So that's one. We get the tea bag. This one I'm super excited about. It's a very lovely sounding one. This is rose and vanilla. I think I'm going to be drinking this shortly. It sounds delicious. So that's the tea bag. We also get the lovely little pouch of lavender. So there's Mrs. Tiggywinkle. A lovely little pouch. Oh, this one smells extra lavendery if that's at all possible. Oh, it's beautiful. And we also got this time, it's very cute, a little bag that says Mrs. Tiggywinkle's Laundry. And you've got a lovely little peg with a little bit of fabric. It's very cute, really cute. I like that. And the micro skein, again, I think it's micro skein. The micro skein I got is this one, which is super jazzy. Love this one. Super jazzy. So that is that. Yeah, beautiful. Right, now, are we ready? Are we ready for Mrs. Tiggywinkle yarn? Here it is. Oh, that's too close. There we go. How beautiful is that? Let me put it this way, actually. That's probably better because then you can see. There we go. How stunning is that? I love this pink. This pink is so vibrant. And then there's really subtle purples at the top here with some very light speckling. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. So that is Mrs. Tiggywinkle yarn. Gorgeous. Yeah, I'm very pleased, and I'm even more pleased that it arrived today. So I think they look cute together. Real cute. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm absolutely loving this subscription service. So we're not even halfway through. The next one to arrive will be Jemima Puddle Duck, but that won't be coming until March, end of March-ish. And yeah, I don't know what the next instalment after that is, but Jemima will be the halfway point, and I cannot wait to get Jemima. Jemima is my favourite, so very excited about that one. Right, do I have anything else for you? I'm just double checking. Just to remind you, my February wrap-up, I will be recording a week today, but it won't be up until a week Saturday. And I think that's all I've got noted. Just making sure, I'm sure I mentioned it at the start of the video anyway, but I thought I'd just double check, make sure I've covered all bases. What else do I have for you? I think that's everything actually. Again, Apologies for my waffle at the start of the video. It was quite a waffle this morning. As I say, I've had caffeine today. Caffeine tends to send me a little hyper, a little big on words. I mean, I'm big on words anyway, but yeah, that's just how it is. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have an absolutely amazing rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.